What's up, guys? Cam here on the call with Chris. As you know who we are, most likely.
They better know who we are.
Yeah. And today we're in quarantine, so we're on Zoom, as many people are these days, and we're going to react to a race. Not
just
just
a little,
race.
just a little one.
Yeah, just a little race.
Hang on, I'm trying to get this set up. This is Roger Bannister, sub 4 mile, first person to ever do it.
You see my lightsabers?
I do. I actually dig the wallpaper. What do you call that? Like trim more.
Yeah.
I said we're gonna do a quarantine vlog, at least for here and there. But I asked him internet connections on stable. Okay, I was like, what should we do a reaction to? So we chose one that obviously is globally recognized, but we'd like to know others that you'd like to see us react to. So drop in the comments, other than right now, the first ever sub 4 mile at Oxford University by Roger Bannister. What you'd like to see, whether it's a 100-meter dash between Gatlin and Bolt in some 2008 Olympics, or if it's Paul Chalimo, or one of my favorites, dude. Actually, one of my favorites is the University of Oregon NCAA's 1,500 meters, and they sweep 1, 2, 3. Do you recall that? You don't?
I do not. Who was it?
Okay, so that was like during my collegiate era. That was Andrew Weeding.
Okay.
Matthew Centrowitz, and I'm about to pull a blank. He was actually a really funny character. But these dudes went 1, 2, 3 at Nats in the 1,500. Imagine going to school like you and your boys just like sweep the stands. So
that would be dope.
Anyway, that was an awesome race. But let's talk about Bannister. I'm ready to share my screen.
This is definitely a good starting point.
This video is 4.5 minutes long, and there's a lot of opportunities for us to like talk. So we'll talk where we see the gap. All right, look how already packed it is. This is one of the things I loved, how many people. Obviously, it's iconic. You could like compare it to maybe. Can you compare it to the sub 2?
I think you could for sure, because like it had never been done, and I mean to them they thought it was impossible, and until after this, like no one was getting it. And then after this, like everyone started to duck down because they knew it was possible.
Yeah, for sure.
And who knows, maybe more people in the future will start running sub 2 marathons now that it's been done.
Yeah. No, I look forward to hopefully seeing that in a race atmosphere, other than a time trial effort with a whole bunch of not help, but like.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, a sub 2 marathon is obviously, I mean, probably a lot harder than this, but I feel like in the moment, in like historical moments in running, I would rate them equally.
Okay. No, absolutely. Let's give this sucker a go. And what I love, before we hit play, this dude worked a shift. You know, he was in like med school.
Yeah. I heard that he never did easy runs because he didn't have time. He just did like workouts.
Yep. 30-minute runs. I think they were always all out, or like always like with some structure, but always like hard intensity. But
that's crazy.
This comes after a long day at work. He's all right. Let me go bust out a sub 4 right quick.
Yeah.
I love singlets are still the same.
As the gun fired, Chris Brescia went into the lead, and
By the way, this is actually Roger Bannister commentating over the race. So this is real cool, having his authentic recap. I don't know how old he was when he recapped this. I could probably look based off of the YouTube video. But this is definitely Bannister speaking quite a bit. Not in the very first like 5 or 10 seconds, but I think so. You'll recognize when it's him based off the words.
Slipped in effortlessly behind him, feeling tremendously full of running. My legs seemed to meet no resistance at all, almost as if impelled by an unknown force. We seemed to be going so slowly. Impatiently, I shouted faster.
What's that?
He's the guy in second, right?
Yeah, yep. Just chilling in second. Look at that form. It actually looks good.
Yeah.
He says, I felt really good. My legs felt full of running. Who's actually already trying to tell the guy to pick it up, but his pacer actually ignored him.
Impatiently, I shouted faster, but Brasher kept his head and didn't change the pace.
Chilling. What I love is there's no 200-meter split.
Yeah.
You don't know what you ran until you hit a quarter.
That's crazy. But all these guys are pacers for Roger, right?
No, just the guy in first and the guy in last.
Oh, okay. All right.
He has no idea.
I went on worrying about the pace until I heard the first lap time of 57.5 seconds. In the excitement, my knowledge of pace had deserted me. Brasher could have run the first quarter in 55 seconds without my realizing it, because I felt so full of running. But I should have had to pay for it later. Instead, he had made success possible.
So he gives credit to for ignoring him to go faster.
1.5 laps, I was still worrying about the pace. A voice shouting, "Relax," penetrated to me above the noise of the crowd. I learned afterwards it was Stamford's. Unconsciously, I obeyed. If the speed was wrong, it was too late to do anything about it. So why worry?
He legit has no idea. He's trying to say, like, yo, it might be too fast, it might be too slow, but I'm going to have to wait till I hit the 800-meter split to find out.
Yeah. He went out 57. And
Yeah, he went out 57, 57.5, I think.
Dang, they're cooking it.
Yeah, they're chilling right now.
I barely noticed the half mile passed in 1 minute 58 seconds. I was relaxing so
What's your PR in the 800?
158.
There you go. You're pacing him right now, baby.
Yeah, I probably would have dropped off right here.
I was relaxing so much that my mind seemed almost detached from my body.
I love that quote.
It was incredible that we could run at this speed without strain. I was barely aware of the fact that Chris Chataway was now going into the lead.
Back then, I feel like it was like track was a lot more, you know,
Look at it.
Yeah, it was a lot more hype back.
It's crazy. I wish we could get races like this. Now, obviously, there was a lot of hype around it, but England is also very, very huge.
Yeah,
They're I lived there for a little bit.
Athletics, as they call it.
Athletics, yeah.
As the Europeans call it. But yeah, that's. I mean, I guess it's kind of like the sub 2. The sub 2 marathon was the biggest. Like there were so many spectators and stuff.
The time was 3 minutes 0.7 seconds, and by now the crowd was roaring. A 4-minute mile was possible. Somehow, to do it, I had to run the last lap in 59 seconds.
Does he do it?
Around the next bend, and then
I just love that. I just love that we're watching film for like the 1950s. This is like good. This is good content right here.
Yeah.
It raced well ahead of my body and drew me compellingly forward.
I mean, I'm actually shocked.
Moment of a lifetime.
There's no 200-meter split.
Is this like a cinder track then, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be.
Watch. I see a guy on the infield. I just would be shocked, like as an MD, like you wouldn't know or to think or maybe care about having a 200-meter split. But I see
moment of a lifetime come.
That guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure if that's 200 or if like anyone's yelling anything. I'd like to know if y'all know if he gets splits called at 200, like 1,000. I want to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Chill, baby.
Those last few seconds seemed never-ending. The faint line of the finishing tape stood ahead as a haven of peace after the struggle. I leapt at the tape, like a man taking his last spring to save himself from the chasm that threatens to engulf him. My effort was over, and I collapsed almost unconscious with an arm on either side of me. It was only then that the real pain overtook me. I knew I had done it before I even heard the time. I felt as if I was too close to have failed.
That's amazing. 1954. If he was like, I wonder how fast he could have ran if he was in today's era. You know?
I'll throw him a few seconds. No, I don't know if it's not only today's era, but also like all in track and field, right?
Yeah.
Like
Well, I mean, like, especially with like all the technology, like the better track and the better spikes and all that. I wonder how much faster he could have been.
yeah, it's hard to say.
Because people, I mean, I think people underestimate how like hard it was to run on like the cinder tracks with, I mean, in those spikes in
100%.
the 50s. They were
Yeah.
like, it's like wearing boots.
Yeah, dude. Bob Scholl, our gold medalist, our only gold medalist in the 5K until Paul does it.
That's right. Bob Scholl, he lives literally.
He's
2
no
miles
hot dude.
away.
He's right down the road.
Yeah. I don't know. I've met him before. He's always got. There's a Bob Scholl invite in cross country back in high school, and yeah, seen him around.
Yeah,
Dayton legend.
Yeah, he is. So yeah, Bob Scholl, gold medalist on the center track, and I know that he said it was like much harder. But I'll throw him like 6 seconds. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. At least a 350.
Yeah.
You know what? No, 8, 7, 350 to 354. I'll throw him in between there.
Yeah, that seems about right.
But yeah, absolutely incredible. I had saw that he moved up his timeline to try and break 4 minutes because at that time there was 2 other individuals, a guy from I think New Zealand or Australia, and I haven't researched it to know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There was also a guy from the United States that were on the cusp of breaking 4, so he moved up his training to do it. And then he only had the world record for 6 weeks because then it was knocked down to 357 by that other individual who was also expected to break it.
That's crazy.
Either way, Bannister, first off, rest in peace. He unfortunately passed away 2 years ago, Parkinson's disease.
Mm-hmm.
And his shoes, before we bounce, I can't remember. I know they sold for like so much money. Let me see.
But yeah, I think and the cool thing to remember about Roger Bannister is like you said, how there was 2 other guys or a few other guys in the world that were on pace to break the record, and he just went for it and like did it to beat him to it. Because imagine if he didn't do that, like someone else would have it. Because no one knows the other guys' names. We all know Roger Bannister because he was the first. And I think that's a good lesson in life. Like you just got to go for it. Like
you got to be the first.
Yeah, because people we only remember Roger.
That's why the first impression is so important.
Exactly.
But yeah, his bikes sold for 415,000 United States dollars.
Dang.
415K, bro.
That's crazy.
That's absolutely nuts. Yeah, about 5 years ago.
Dang.
$412,000. But cool. Thank y'all for watching. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. We'll definitely get better at hyping stuff up and learning when to talk and when not to talk. But we obviously looking into doing some new kind of content, and quarantine vlogs is where we're at now. But let us know what you want to see next. And nice shirt, Cameron. I really like that.
Oh, thank you. It's
Tyler. Oh yeah, the creator, Tyler. Heck yeah. Well, cool. What do you get into the rest of the day before we bounce?
I'm gonna edit this video, and I got some homework to get done for my accounting class.
Ooh.
Got to make some income statements.
I'll give you some of those.
We'll see how that goes.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, have a fantastic day. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and hopefully things will get underway sooner than later. Stay home, stay inside to the best of your abilities, quarantine, mask up, and wash your hands.
That's right. Peace.
Yeah. All right, Cam.